What is up, Metal4Metal Universe? Got a jam-packed episode of heavy metal news for you guys today, as always. Our main news topic I cannot wait for is going to be the new Judas Priest record from Lamb of God. It's fan-fucking-tastic. Also, a new single from Alice in Chains this week, along with a new single from Ghost. I think it just came out like this morning. A couple days by the time this airs.
New Immortal.
New Immortal single. Fuck yeah.
Yes.
Also, some KK Downing news regarding his rights to almost every Priest song that he has. And some news about the Megadeth remaster for The Killing Is My Business. It's all hard, it's all fast, it's all hot and sweaty on Metal4Metal. What is up, Metal4Metal Universe? I'm PJ Steven, that's Dennis Parker, and we're here to give you guys another kick-ass episode of heavy metal news here on Metal4Metal. This is going to be a kick-ass episode. We've got a lot to talk about, actually. Yep. I'm going to jump right into it with something that we've collectively done, is the new Metalhead box that you got. Tell me a little bit about that. You put up the video.
Well, I was like digging around on my phone, and there was like actually a app for metalheads. It's like a metalhead community thing, and somebody posted a video of him unboxing, and I was like, wow, I didn't know. I mean, they have like a ton of these kind of loot crate knockoffs now. And I had no idea there was a...
Yeah, there's like one for sports and all that shit,
There's lots of them now. So I had no idea there was one for heavy metal. So I was like, screw it, kind of went for it, and took about a month to get it, but it's pretty cool. I like it. Every month you get something new. I think the month before I got mine, there was actually, it was like a umbrella that said Raining Blood, like printed on it. That's kind of cool. Like, I wish I'd gotten that one, but that was like the month before.
Right.
But yeah, I dig it.
Kick-ass, man. Well, actually, his video inspired me to get one. So I have ordered the Metalhead box, and you got the thrash metal,
right?
And I got the classic heavy metal.
Yeah, you can choose.
What
I think
genre
you can choose like hair metal too. You can choose.
Well, there's Doom, Power, Thrash, Death, Classic, and I think like Glam or Hair Rock.
And actually, this shirt is the one that I got in there. It's like, this is exclusive.
Oh, the Onslaught shirt,
Yeah, it's like exclusive to the metal box.
It is badass too. I will admit.
So I do like that you get this shirt and you're not gonna be able to get it anywhere else.
I hope that that the genre stay true to the boxes. Like, someone from Thrash is not gonna get someone from Death, or vice versa. Doom metal's also there. I forgot. But yeah, I just I think that'd be really cool.
We'll see. I guess we got two different ones, so we'll compare.
Yeah, we'll compare. We'll put up a couple videos. Something else that I've discovered too. I discovered a band that I really, really dig. They're called Chains Offering. They're very melodic power metal. A little bit too melodic for you, right?
Yeah, I mean, I listened to a couple songs, but honestly, I didn't really give them a fair chance, to be honest. Like, I was kind of drunk when I was listening to them, and I listened to about 3 songs.
That's a surprise.
Right. So, I mean, it's just kind of how I live my life, being urban and metal. Urban and metal.
That's true.
Urban and metal. So, share, motherfucker. Damn.
You're the one who's going to have one more.
No, but I mean, I might give them, another shot.
Yeah, the record is called, that I was listening to, it's called Storm Crow. It's their newer record. I like it, man. Woo-hoo! You see that spider sense?
Whoa!
Yo!
Like your fucking hair went
I know.
because I see now. I tried to lay it on.
He laid it on the cap, and it was falling. I caught it. Don't be alarmed, ladies and gentlemen, but I might be Jesus. I don't know. Anyway, my dad was really good at carpentry.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
anyway,
you could feed like 100 drunks on one bottle of bourbon, right?
I could. Anyway, I'm not claiming to be God. Don't hit me, message boards. He is. But anyway, no. Kane's Offering, really cool shit. I'm into it. Very melodic, like I said, melodic power metal. What else we got?
Want to go and jump into news, or do you want to? I think you want to talk about? What's been going on? Well, I mean, I haven't really even been over here in like a week or two.
I know you've been busy with your job, and I've been busy with the band. Right. Oh, you know what? I will. We got a lot of new merch coming out for Metal4Metal coming up here pretty soon. We got some new stickers. Yeah, new sticker. It's basically our logo, but just in sticker form.
Stickers are fun.
Yeah, stickers are fun. I got some buttons coming out, and I got some new T-shirts coming out as well.
You know how much I like buttons.
I do. That's part of the reason I got the buttons was for you.
Yeah.
And I got this. I bought this new vest when I was up in Albuquerque, and I finally have something to put all my pins and buttons on because I really didn't give a shit. And my buddy has a really nice pin company called 123 Pins, and it's mostly wrestling shit. But I like to buy and support that shit, but I just don't have anything to wear them on.
Right.
So when I bought that, I was like, all right, Will, I'm going to be buying from your spot. And my other buddy Ryan has a bunch of horror movie themed pins. I'm like, fuck yeah, I want to buy this shit.
Kevin Ellis, I remember his battle desk had a bunch of cool old school horror movie stuff.
Well, I still have the pin that you gave me, the Peace Sells, but who's buying? I got that on my vest. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, let's jump right into the news, guys. Got a lot of things to cover today. I know your attention spans are probably already past this video, so we're gonna go ahead and give you guys the news as quick as we can.
We're talking to no one but ourselves.
Yeah, really. Which is, I mean, that's all I care about. I only care about your audience.
Okay, so let's see here. Well, we got some Judas Priest news here. KK Downing, his golf course that he was at, I believe in Britain or wherever the hell it is, like it tanked.
Wherever they play golf.
Wherever the fuck they play golf at these days. Well, it tanked. So now he's selling his rights to 130 Judas Priest songs. So they're saying that that's estimated a net value of about $400,000 a year. So again, why invest your money in the stock market when you can just buy Judas Priest songs?
I mean, I guess it makes sense. It'd be cool. You know, I own these songs. But if I own those songs, like, I would let people do, like...
I don't think... I mean, he must be really bad off to be selling his stakes in something that, like, especially a legacy, you know?
I think he's doing it I think he's also doing it because he's bitter. And he's all pissy.
I guess. I mean, but still,
I think that's a real reason why he's doing it.
Yeah, I mean, either he's bitter and he's broke.
Yeah.
So, I mean, wow, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean...
There's a lot of musicians that have been that way, bitter and broke.
I kind of want to have... Like, if I just want to buy rights and just say...
Who do you call?
Living After Midnight. You know, like, where do I go to this? Do I go to, like, Fidelity.com? I mean, like, what do I do?
Call KK's agent. She'll jump at the chance, probably be like, oh, you're going to give KK some money? All right.
Yeah.
That would be cool, though, to buy, like, Living After Midnight, and then, like, you're like, all right, we're going to perform our songs. I bought it, you know?
Right. So, anyway, if you want to jump in...
Yeah, so if you want to jump in and...
I'd like to own a piece of Painkiller.
Yeah, and donate some money to Metal4Metal so that we can buy Judas Priest shit so that no one else does something shitty with it. We would appreciate it.
Well, yeah, I mean...
Because we'll do right things with it.
If you got the money to throw down on some Judas Priest rights, you got some money to throw down on some Metal4Metal. That's the way I see it.
Exactly.
Why not? Alright, so moving on. Megadeth. There is a new little video out that shows they sculpted a Vic Rattlehead replica for their new upcoming remaster of Killing Is My Business and Business Is Good. It's like the Final Kill edition where they've already remastered it once. But now they're going to do it again, I guess. And there's some...
well, are they going to have these boots in there?
Yes, they are. But
They are?
They are.
But it's not blocked out?
We don't know that. It just says remastered on there, so maybe not.
It probably will.
And then I guess there's some extra stuff from like '86. Dave Mustaine filmed some like VHS tapes like in his attic or something. So he's putting those bootlegs like onto it as bonus stuff. So
that's pretty cool.
That's kind of cool. But actually, the sculpture does look really cool.
Yeah, look at that. That does look really sweet.
So I'd probably rather spend money on maybe buying this thing than the rights to some Judas Priest songs, because this is pretty killer.
Yeah, it is cool. I do like. I would rather have the Vic, the Peace Sells, but who's buying statue though. I've loved that thing for years.
That is really cool. It's like 150 bones though.
125.
Yeah, so I don't.
But still, I mean, yeah.
It would be pretty cool. It would be pretty cool to have. That's definitely on the list of things to get.
Most definitely. Something else I want to mention with Megadeth real quick. I was reading an article saying that before we jump into the Ghost single that's down the road. Dave Mustaine cut out an interview saying that he will not tour with Ghost because they're a satanic band. And I was just like, man, like, you know what happened, Dave?
I don't think Ghost really gives a shit.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
It's like, I imagine Ghost would just be like, well, we didn't want to tour with it.
Yeah.
It's like, so this is really a big nothing burger issue.
I've heard that, like they're kind of hard to tour with, Megadeth, but Maiden said that they were classy to tour with.
Yeah, so I guess it just depends on what's going on. But also with Maiden, they weren't. Dave Mustaine, wasn't in charge of it really. They were supporting an act.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
It may be like if you're supporting Megadeth and you're kind of underneath them, then you may have a problem. You know what I mean?
Who do you think would win in an argument, big-headed debate? John Schaefer or Dave Mustaine?
I don't know. I remember that they actually toured. Icer toured with Megadeth before, and remember reading in the interview, John Schaefer said that he had, heard the stories we've all heard about how he's kind of an asshole. But he said no, that Dave Mustaine was a class act. He said he.
Well, of course, John Schaefer would think that.
Yeah, I guess maybe they are the same kind of personalities. But he said no.
I talk shit about Schaefer, but actually he was really nice when I met him.
He said that Mustaine, runs a tight ship, but he's not an asshole. He said he'd shake your hand, look you right in the eye, kind of guy.
Yeah, I mean, and Schaefer runs a tight ship as well. He fired those 2 guitar techs.
But hey, you know what? We weren't there, so maybe they did suck. Who knows?
Yeah, you know. And then the guys from Kill Ritual helped him out, which was really cool seeing him on Stephen. Or no, was it Stephen Rice? I saw he was on stage right, and I looked at him while they were playing. It was cool. But anyway, yeah, talk about the new Ghost single. Go ahead.
Okay, so basically, I just know the name of it, and I'm probably gonna butcher it because it's a weird name. Danse Macabre.
Yeah, Macabre, something like
Macabre,
that. I'm gonna say that I didn't really like this one. I liked the first one.
I didn't even listen. I mean, I just don't care. So,
I really liked the first one, but this one was weird. I don't like heavy metal love songs at all.
And did you have to go on Instagram because this was only available on Instagram? Like
no, I went on Spotify.
And you listened to it there, okay?
Yeah.
Because it said that it was originally released on Instagram stories. You know?
Yeah, if I buy this record, I will definitely skip this song. Like I said, I don't like heavy metal love songs at all.
No, that's
I just don't.
two things combined that can't make sense.
I even said that with Guardians War. Like I was like, I will never write a song that is about a girl or any sort of thing like that.
I think my favorite like love song that I've heard is that one that the Misfits did, Saturday Night, on Famous Monsters, where he's just talking about
that's good.
Because he's just talking about murdering his girlfriend, like, and then
yeah, that's pretty cool.
So that's good. So I guess like if
but like my kind of heavy metal love song is like "Bring Your Daughter to the Slaughter."
There you go.
I love you so much, I'm having a game bang with you, and I hope it's okay with your daughter. You know.
I'm down with that. So this single was just a miss.
I thought it was bad, and the thing is like. It sounded okay, but just the lyrics were just I hate fucking heavy metal love songs.
Right.
I really do.
So fuck that. Moving on to a good song that we actually had was Immortal.
Ah yes, this
Immortal
shit is good.
Has their first single out since 2009 was their last album that they released with a bath. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. It was their former lead singer that they had, like founding member of the band, who went on to form his own band, name with that name right there. So, but they're moving on without him, and it is a great song.
It is really good. I can't wait for this record.
Really good. So
I'm excited.
Yeah, I can't wait for it. And,
let's talk about that for a little while. I mean, Immortal is one of those bands like we talked about last time on the show. We actually talked about that they were dropping a new single. They just haven't dropped yet. But Immortal's that band that someone that doesn't know heavy metal still knows what they look like. You know what I'm saying? Like they're kind of a stereotypical, like when you think of black metal, like the corpse paint in the woods with axes kind of thing. That's totally them. Yeah. Actually, I was talking to a guy at work the other day, like talking to him about black metal, and he didn't know what the hell I was talking about. So the first thing I did was show him a picture of Immortal. Yeah. And I'm like, well, this is black metal. Now you can show him the new single.
Yeah.
The new single is really good though. I'm really into it. I can't wait for the new record. Do they have a title for the new record?
Yeah, I think it's Northern Chaos Gods, I believe.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Well, that's the name of the title, or the name of the song. So I think that's the name of the studio, the album too, I believe. We'll see. I could be totally wrong about that.
Cool. Kick ass. We got another single for you guys.
What's the next one we're talking about?
The new Alice in Chains single, actually.
Right.
Really good shit.
Yeah, you actually, we listened to it, because I hadn't heard it until I got over here, and you listened to it.
I heard it the other day. Well, I first heard it from Dustin. Right. It was my buddy, and he was saying that he heard the new Alice in Chains, and I was like, oh, fuck, I saw it, like, advertised, but I didn't listen to it. I came home, sat down, and listened to it. I really like it. It really sounds like their old shit.
Yeah, it does. It's called The One You Know, and it definitely sounds just like something straight out.
Yeah, and that's all they've dropped so far, so I don't know if they're doing a new record or not.
Right, that's all. No, I don't think so. I mean, that's what I was looking into, but I don't see anything here where there would be a new album or anything. So
yeah, they said it's been 5 years since their last record and all that. I mean, I would love for them to do a new record. I'm a big fan of Alice in Chains, actually. I really think it took a lot of balls for them to open for the fucking March of the Titans or Clash of the Titans tour. Mm-hmm. Like getting booed off stage, but for Slayer, and they still just fucking play it anyway. Like that's badass, man. And like everyone talks about the best band of the '90s. You hear like Pearl Jam or Nirvana, and I'm just like, fuck that. Alice in Chains, man. Like they were fucking good. I still love their shit. Jar of Flies, fucking
Three-Legged Dog, one of theirs. Or am I thinking of maybe I'm thinking of somebody. I thought it was Three-Legged Dog, that album.
Well, they have a record with a dog on it.
Well, I guess, I think it's a Three-Legged Dog.
That probably is that. Yeah.
That's the one that I had.
Yeah,
I did have that one. And but yeah, they're okay.
Yeah, I really like their shit.
I imagine Alice in Chains is definitely from a lot of people I talk to. They're really good when you're fucked up.
I can see that, yeah.
When you're just like high.
Like Man in the Box and then Bones and all that, wood. Their unplugged performance doing MTV was really spectacular too, in my opinion.
All right, moving on here. Tenacious D has announced the sequel to Pick a Destiny.
Yeah!
Yeah, I guess they were just playing live at a concert, and then they just got up and Jack Black was just like, oh, by the way, we're doing like a new sequel to the
Yeah, I read that. I thought that was great.
Actually, I don't really have a lot of memories of this movie. I remember School of Rock more than anything.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, but
I watched Pick a Destiny like almost every week for a couple months.
Wow.
When it just came out. I loved the movie. I loved the songs. I loved almost everything about it. I thought it was fantastic. I thought it was a breath of fresh air for that kind of like rock and roll kind of, kayfabe band kind of shit.
This came out in 2006, so it's been over 10 years. It's been about 12 years.
The ironic thing about this is Dustin and I were supposed to be playing this like acoustic set.
How did that go?
It went really well. But we were like, well, because some of my Warlock songs can't really play on acoustic. Some of them you can, but most of them you can't. So I was just saying like, well, why don't we do some Tenacious D? And the next day I read that and I was like, oh fuck yeah. But I think that record is great. Their first record is fantastic. Their second one's cool. Their third one is all right. I actually forget what it's called, but it's got the roadie on there. Oh no, Rise of the Phoenix, I think, is the third one, but it's still pretty sweet. But I can't wait to see what they bring you on this. I put a post on Metal4Metal the other day on the Facebook page saying, do you take Tenacious D seriously as musicians, or are they just comedians? And most of them were saying a resounding yes, they take them seriously because they are fantastic musicians. They're so talented, and they bring real rock and roll and heavy metal. They don't fuck around and change their sound. They don't give a shit.
It's kind of like Weird Al. I mean, like, do you take him seriously? It's like, yeah, because he's like a really good musician.
He's a really good musician,
Really good. I mean, just because his content is humorous and funny doesn't mean that he can't write a good song.
Exactly. Makes sense. And it's just like as a comedian, like a real storyteller. Like he's telling a story, but it's being funny. That's what a stand-up comedian is. Sometimes what music can be.
Right on.
It's laughable in two ways. So like, oh man, that was really funny. That's why I'm laughing. Or it's like, that's really bad. That's why I'm laughing. That's like when Avenged Sevenfold plays live.
So moving on to our last piece of news is the Burn the Priest cover album.
Burn the Priest cover album.
Now I haven't actually had a chance to listen to this a lot yet. I've heard a couple songs off of it.
Yeah,
it was good because they're covering mainly punk rock songs.
Mostly, yeah. They cover the Melvins. They also cover Helmet, but they cover SOD. What the fuck is that song? Jesus Built My Hot Rod. That's fucking awesome shit.
So, I'll pass this one on to you. What do you think about it?
I think it's fantastic. I knew it was going to be good. There's no surprise in my mind that it's good. I mean, I knew it was going to be fucking good. My favorite song off the record is definitely Kill Yourself by SOD. I love Stormtroopers of Death, and I love that song. Kill yourself, why don't you kill yourself? Like, that's good shit. Randy Blythe has a radio station on Gimme Radio, right?
Yes, he does.
He does about 2 hours of
he does
punk.
He's the one guy on Gimme Radio that does punk.
Yeah. I think it's fantastic. I think it's really cool, and I can't wait for them to see if they're going to play any of this when I go see Slayer in less than a month.
Right. It wouldn't surprise me if they did throw at least one.
I would really hope that they do.
It would be kind of silly if they didn't. Do you know if they have any plans to tour under the name Burn the Priest?
I don't know yet. They haven't said anything yet.
I haven't heard anything about that either.
They haven't said anything yet, but I really wouldn't be surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Eye Against Eye, they cover the Melvin song they do is Honey Bucket, which is probably Melvin's most popular song. But it's just it's cool when you can get punk like that, and I always get almost chills when I see punk like that getting turned into metal, because there's the whole thing about you can't be punk and metal back in the day. That line's very blurred now, but back in the day it was something that was really big that I like to speak upon when I have bands up here to talk about, and about like just it's such a blurred line, because Misfits can so be metal, and then Metallica was inspired by punk.
Actually, even Onslaught right here.
Motorhead's first record was very punk. Maiden's first record, most of it was a little bit punk.
Lemmy also said that where everybody considers Motorhead to be heavy metal, he said no, he considers himself to be
rock and roll.
Rock and roll or punk rock.
Yeah.
He considers himself more punk rock than anything.
than heavy metal. That's why it's hard for me to not say that Motorhead is metal, because I can try to respect.
I think Motorhead's metal.
But it's just one of those things, man. But anyway, I get chills when I get shit like this, because there's those fucking like fucking records that it's like pop meets punk and bullshit like that, where the like punk artists will cover songs on the radio and it's just fucking stupid and they punked it up, you know. Well, it's nice to get some metal covers of some awesome punk songs. And I definitely recommend this Burn the Priest record. It's fantastic. Chris Adler is a fucking magician on the fucking drums, and Randy Blythe fucking brings the power as he always does.
They're there.
Fucking awesome week of news.
Yeah, I think that's all we got.
Yeah, that's all the news we have. Stay tuned, guys. We're going to do our topic of the week, which is something I think is very interesting. I think we're going to talk a lot about it. It is, where do you see the metal music industry in about 10 years? Where, let's be real, Maiden will probably not be around. Priest will probably not be around. And I hope I'm wrong. But, I mean, Metallica might be around.
I think it's going to be shit. I mean, honestly, dude, that's why I'm trying to go to as many shows as I can right now, because bands are just dropping off like flies, and you can't really blame them because they've been going on for 30 years now. They're getting old. They're getting in their 50s. They're playing really intense stuff. It's not like they're the Rolling Stones, you know what I mean, where, you know, no diss to the Rolling Stones, but the kind of stuff that they're playing is not the same as what Slayer's playing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can't, and especially Ozzy, like getting up in his 80s now?
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, like, how much longer do you think this guy can go on?
Let's name some. Who do you think would still be around? And do you think that this is a good chance for, because almost all those bands you just named are thrash metal. Mm-hmm. Do you think this would be a chance for bands from like power metal, doom metal, death metal, that are stuck under the woodwork to come out?
Yeah, I mean, like, probably some of the younger guys. I mean, younger, but I mean, like, Eminem or, like, In Flames, maybe, because those guys...
Havoc?
Yeah, Havoc, you know, Municipal Waste, maybe those guys that started out maybe in the early 90s rather than the early 80s, you know, or early 70s. Maybe those guys will still be around, but I think, like, the big dogs, like the pillars of metal, like Judas Priest and Black Sabbath and Megadeth, I don't think they're going to be around in 10 years.
Yeah.
You know, I think if they are around...
they won't be performing?
Maybe they will be these one-off shows going on. Maybe they will have other projects to go on, but thinking that, you know, Dave Mustaine and David Ellison will still be around actually playing together in 10 years, I hope so. But, I mean, they're already getting pretty old, man. I mean, I don't blame them if they're not. You know
so what does that mean for fans of the genre? Are they going to have to...
I think metal's always going to be around, but it's just going to be a newer thing. Even though, like, when I was talking to some guys at work about metal, and they were talking about old bands that were from... To them, old bands are from the early 2000s. You know what I mean? That's old to them, which, I mean, that's like 18 years old, so I guess that is kind of old, depending on your perspective. You know,
that's old.
But that's what I'd say. I was like, dude, like, when you guys are talking old, I'm thinking, like, Sabbath. You know, that's an old band.
Sabbath.
Yeah, Black Sabbath, you know, Motorhead, the AC/DC, that's an old band.
AC
you know?
who?
Yeah, right. You know,
fucking idiots.
No, people...
Well, I say that. I shouldn't... They're ignorant. And it's not their fault.
Right, but I mean, like, As I Lay Dying is not an old band.
No.
You know what I mean? But I think that's...
I don't even like them, actually.
Yeah, but I think that's, like, the future of metal,
you see, here's the thing. I don't think metalcore is very good at all. Yeah, I fucking hate All That Remains. I can't stand Asking Alexandria is not terrible. But, like, Pierce the Veil's horrible. As I Lay Dying, whatever. Parkway Drive's alright. And As I Lay Dying is actually the best of the worst. Like, they're not awful, but I really don't really care for them.
Right.
I can't stand metalcore, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah,
That's why I like Parkway Drive's album so much, their newest record, because their old shit is just so metalcore. And I read an article the other day saying that they kind of grew out of metalcore, and I was like, yeah, because it's a fucking like child genre.
It was a fad.
Yeah, and he was like, we grew out of it. Like, yeah, fucking good. Maybe that's why I don't like Killswitch Engage.
Right.
Yeah. But I kind of like Howard's, like, because he has a little bit of power in there.
Oh, he's a great singer, definitely. But
yeah,
I mean,
it's just I can't. Yeah, I think.
But Killswitch Engage, definitely that. I mean, not going too far off topic, but I mean that was a band that was created by the record label. You know.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, I honestly think that probably is the future. Is like these hardcore bands. That's probably mainly what's going to be around in 10 years, I believe, unfortunately. But I think there will be good power metal bands, good thrash metal bands.
Like Blind Guardian and Hammerfall will still be around.
Right, but I think they're probably going to
Kane's Offering.
I think a lot of them are probably going to be coming from, you know, the Scandinavian countries, from European countries, things like that. I don't think a lot of good ones are going to be coming out of America, except for I mean, off the top of my head, I'm thinking Havoc and Waste. Those guys from America are really good. But I think it's the kind of stuff that we're into is going to be slim pickings compared to what the majority of people.
I can agree to that. Yeah.
You know, so I think in 10 years, like a metalhead is going to just be listening to completely different stuff than what I'm listening to.
Yeah.
Which I mean, it's still that way now, honestly.
Yeah, because we don't. I don't
like the conversation I was having at work the other day with these guys about metal. They were just spouting off some names of bands I've never heard of before, but they were very prominent to them. So.
But then we could say things like Witchfinder General and Angel Witch and Hell and Grim Reaper.
And they have no idea what we're talking. I'm saying like, hey, the new Venom album is coming. They'll have no idea what I'm talking about.
Venom,
because that's an old band. Venom is an old band.
Something I want to touch on real quick.
Shadows Fall is not an old band.
No, actually, I do like Shadows Fall though.
I do too.
Something I want to touch on real quick before we jump off here. Venom, black metal, their first record. Mm-hmm. Is it black metal?
Not really.
I don't think so.
No.
It's to me, it's thrash.
It's like an early thrash metal album, definitely.
Okay.
But I guess you could say it's kind of maybe the beginnings of black metal. Maybe I would say that maybe black metal bands took some inspiration from that. You know what I mean? To create their own thing. But I mean, it's just like when you listen to early Black Sabbath, it's not super crazy heavy metal. You know what I mean? But the metal bands that we listened to took that and made their own thing from it.
Well, guys, we're going to jump off here. Again, guys, we got a lot of kick-ass merch coming out from Metal4Metal. I'm going to be doing some really nice deals, save you guys some money so you guys can get some really cool shit.
How much does a sticker cost?
No, it's just going to be $1.
$1? Yeah. $1 for a sticker. Wow. You get one for free. I bought that for $1.
You get one for free because you're banging the co-host.
Right. I'm doing that.
Now they're going to be on the message board. Gang! And then I'm going to say, did you just assume my sexuality?
Right.
Guys, again, we got some really cool merch coming out. We're going to give you guys some really special deals up there to save you guys some money to buy some shit. Different shirts, different stickers, different buttons. Really good stuff, man. Really good stuff in the works. A couple of interviews coming up in the works as well. Dirty Rotten Revenge, we had them on the show. Fantastic dudes, along with the Subservience. Got a couple of really nice stories to throw at you guys with those interviews. Moving on, guys. Hell of a week of news. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you very much for all your support. We appreciate it very much from all of us here at Metal4Metal. Subscribe to the Metalhead Box. Get your badass rewards. It is a fucking kick-ass spot. Go check out those new singles and go buy the new Burn the Priest record because it is kick-ass. Again, I'm PJ Steven. That's Dennis Parker. And, well, you know.